You don't enjoy scrubbing floors at midnight. You are actually pursuing the chemical shift that occurs in your brain when the floors are clean. It's a sequence most of us recognize. You walk into the kitchen for a glass of water, notice a single stack of unwashed dishes, and somehow end up deep cleaning the inside of the refrigerator 2 hours later. Logically, this is the worst possible time for domestic chores. So why does your brain suddenly prioritize a tidy pantry over much-needed sleep? Your brain is attempting a physiological override, using physical order to quiet an internal alarm that's been ringing all day. These manic cleaning sessions rarely happen when life is calm. They strike when your career stalls, a relationship is tense, or your schedule falls apart. When your subconscious feels this internal pressure, it scans the environment for a predictable safety signal, something it can actually influence. A cluttered room serves as a physical proxy for this internal loss of control. This overwhelm is tied to cognitive load. Your brain treats every peripheral object as an unfinished task. Visual signals compete for attention simultaneously, creating a processing bottleneck. Every stray shoe demands constant microanalysis, draining your mental bandwidth and slowing down your processing power. This isn't just theory. Princeton University researchers used fMRI scans to prove that physical clutter directly competes for your attention, measurably decreasing your focus. When your brain works this hard to filter the background noise of a messy room, your body responds by releasing cortisol, the primary stress hormone. You might feel a sense of heavy physical paralysis just by standing in a cluttered space. Your nervous system is reacting to the sheer volume of data it's being forced to manage. Chronic mess creates a biological data processing crisis that your brain simply wasn't built to ignore. Tidying serves as a manual override for that stress. It allows you to assert immediate dominance over a specific, manageable environment. As this chart illustrates, the moment you complete a microtask, like hanging up a coat, your cortisol levels drop, and your brain releases a hit of dopamine. By engaging in physical, repetitive actions, you are self-medicating your own anxiety through small, frequent wins. Organizing your home acts as a biological coping mechanism disguised as a mundane chore. This chemical reward is so efficient, it creates a psychological divide in how we approach possessions. First, there is the chaser. As the diagram shows, they fall into a compulsive cycle. They declutter to get the dopamine hit, but soon buy more objects to fill the space, necessitating another clean. Then there is the liberator. Archetypes like Marie Kondo represent this approach, focusing on discarding the excess as a means to achieve long-term mental clarity. Decluttering provides health benefits only when the goal is a quieter mind, rather than the temporary satisfaction of an empty shelf. Once you understand the biology behind the urge to clean, you can change how you view your space. Organizing becomes an intentional tool for emotional regulation, a way to ground yourself when the outside world feels too heavy to handle. By sorting through your physical environment, you take an active, manual role in rebalancing your neurochemistry. When you feel completely overwhelmed by life, do not attempt to clean your entire home at once. Pick one single surface, a desk, a counter, or just one drawer, and clear it until it is perfectly bare. Clearing this one small area immediately reduces the visual cognitive load that was draining your energy. This provides a concentrated hit of dopamine, without the risk of being defeated by the scale of the mess. That initial chemical reward creates the biological momentum you need to finish the rest of the room without relying on sheer willpower. Clean one thing and watch what your mind does next. Follow for more mind tricks.